Heartbreak often feels like a curse, a painful reminder of what was and what could have been. But what if it's actually the best thing that could have happened to you? What if her walking away wasn't your downfall, but your rebirth? This is the essence of the Stoic man's philosophy. Loss doesn't destroy you. It forges you into something greater. Illusion of love. See through the mirage. Love, especially when lost, can seem like the most real and potent force in our lives. But often, what we believe is forever is just a temporary illusion. Many men pour their entire emotional world into a woman, expecting her to remain constant. However, emotions are fleeting. Women often love based on how they feel in the moment, not with the permanence that many men attach to love. When she leaves, it's not because you weren't enough, it's because her emotions shifted. And a Stoic man sees through this illusion. He understands that love, like everything else, is impermanent. He does not beg for something that was never his to keep. Mastering emotions. Control equals power. Most women expect their ex to break down after a breakup, to spiral, plead, and validate her decision. But a Stoic man does the opposite. He understands that emotional control is everything. When you react impulsively, you're handing her power over your state of mind. The Stoic man doesn't suppress his feelings, he channels them. Pain becomes fuel, and heartbreak becomes the forge of transformation. Instead of sending emotional texts or stalking social media, the Stoic man steps back, regains control, and moves forward with purpose. Walking away is winning. Weak men beg. Stoic men walk. The act of walking away from someone who's already let go is not an act of defeat, but one of profound strength. When you walk away, you reclaim your value. You no longer wait for validation or cling to false hope. And paradoxically, this is when she may begin to question her decision. Not because you begged, but because you didn't. Walking away resets the power dynamic. It shows that your worth isn't tied to her opinion, and that is a reality she must now live with. Silence, the loudest response. Silence is a Stoic man's weapon of choice. While others write long messages and search for closure, the Stoic man vanishes. No explanation, no drama, just quiet detachment. This creates mystery, and in that vacuum, doubt creeps in. She begins to wonder why you haven't reached out, and that curiosity turns to regret. Silence not only shifts the power back to you, it gives you the space to rebuild yourself without distractions or emotional chaos. Level up. Become unreachable. The best revenge is not proving her wrong. It's becoming the man she can never have again. While most men stay stuck in pain, the Stoic man uses that pain as a catalyst. He improves every area of his life, mind, body, finances, and purpose. Not to win her back, but to evolve beyond her. Once you reach a level where your energy is unmatched, where your confidence is unshakable, and where your presence commands respect, she will see what she lost. But it'll be too late. The version of you she left no longer exists. Indifference. Flip the power dynamic. Dark psychology isn't about manipulation. It's about indifference. A woman expects you to care. She expects you to chase. When you don't, the power shifts. She begins to panic, to question if she still has influence over you. The man who genuinely doesn't care anymore is the one she can't control. And what can't be controlled becomes desirable. A Stoic man doesn't detach to win her back. He detaches because his value doesn't depend on her anymore. Attraction through detachment, neediness repels. Detachment attracts. Women are drawn to men who do not need them to feel whole. The moment you stop caring is the moment she starts noticing. Not because you're trying to make her miss you, but because your indifference disrupts her expectations. True detachment isn't a tactic, it's a mindset. When you are focused on your purpose, when you are thriving without her, she realizes she no longer holds power over you. And that's when the regret begins. The inevitable return, and why you won't care. Many women come back, not because they suddenly love you again, but because your silence made them insecure. But by the time she reaches out, the Stoic man has evolved. He doesn't respond. He doesn't take the bait. Because he understands that the man she wants to come back to no longer exists. She will regret it, but you won't care. Because you've moved beyond needing her validation. The Stoic mindset. You were the prize. All along. The final level is realization. You were always the prize. She didn't leave you. You let her go. While she chased excitement, you built greatness. While she sought stimulation, you built stability and success. A Stoic man understands that his worth is internal. He does not chase love. He commands it. And once he masters this mindset, he becomes the kind of man who never loses, because he's no longer playing a game where loss is even possible. In the end, she didn't break you, she freed you. She didn't steal your happiness, she gave you the opportunity to rebuild it stronger. And now, the only thing that remains is your choice. Stay stuck in the past, or become the man who no longer fears loss, because he knows his worth and walks like a king. A true Stoic man never loses. He evolves, he transcends, and in doing so he becomes unforgettable.